Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making.
All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a long-term review of the 2022 Fezzari Signal Peak. If you haven't seen my review or initial impressions of the Signal Peak, I'll leave a card right here. Go check it out. Get into the nitty-gritty of the geo and the spec of the bike and the weight and all that stuff. But today I am kind of strapped on time. I have to go to the doctor and get my first class medical. Something you need when you're a pilot, a commercial airline pilot.
Joined by First.
And it's in Rhode Island, my doctor. So I decided to go ride Lincoln Woods. Last time I rode Lincoln Woods, it was with Brian from the BKXC channel. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a card up here too. Go check it out. But last time I rode with him, I rode my 2022 Trek Top Fuel. I haven't disclosed what I've done to that bike. It's all tricked out. But what I want to do today is go back to Lincoln Woods, get a little redemption, because last time I was there on my Top Fuel, I cracked my back wheel. Damn it! If you're not familiar with Lincoln Woods, it's a bunch of like ups and downs, pretty rocky and just really fun and fast. But got about an hour and a half to ride, so figure I'd do this intro in the car. We'll see you on the trail. All right, guys. Well, we're on the Signal Peak, and here in Lincoln Woods, Lincoln, Rhode Island. I'll give you a quick recap. Fezzari Signal Peak. This is the trail version. 112 millimeter fork and 115 millimeters of travel out back. It's got a remote lockout, which I'm actually using right now. Get me up this climb a little bit quicker. It's like their, dare I say, down country bike, but whatever you want to call it. It's Fezzari's short travel trail bike. Also doubles as their XC rig. So you can buy the Signal Peak full XC, lightweight tires, fast rolling, and different rear shock, which provides you 100 millimeters of travel and 100 millimeter like Fox Stepcast 32 fork. But climbing on the Signal Peak, thoughts pretty much haven't changed since the initial impressions. I have made a couple changes to the rear suspension, being added a bigger volume spacer. Still feels the same off of the initial stroke, but just rams up a lot better. So when I'm gonna pop off a root or a rock, just a little more zing to it, which is why I like. Fits me, my riding style, and the trails better. So 205 PSI in the rear shock, about 175 pounds on a size of large frame. I'm 5'10", but 25% sag on the rear shock. I don't know how much on the fork, but there's about 85 PSI in the fork. Other changes I've done since I've did my initial impressions, Fezzari initially sent me carbon, what do you call these, Crank Brothers Synthesis wheels, more of like enduro wheels, so they're a little bit heavier, which is great for this place, because last time I was here with Mr. Brian from BKXC, actually I blew out one of my rims, so I'll make a video on that later. Also gonna make a new video on my new Trek Top Fuel, full custom, the carbon version now. I used to have the 8 aluminum one, but on the carbon now. And I'm really gonna compare this bike to that. But right off the bat, the geo on this bike is a little bit more conservative. Steeper head tube angle, slacker seat tube angle, which makes sense because it doubles as their XC rig. Let's find a downhill trail. I think this is one of the good ones right here. It's so cool, it's the rock work and stuff. Yeah, way more pop than it had before. I like it. Let's see. Let's go this way. I didn't do this trail before. It looks like a berm over here. Oh man, I'm over this side already? I was way far away. Remember this trail? I think there's like a tabletop at the end of this trail somewhere. Let me see. I love how poppy this thing is now. You just can hop it off the ground really easy. Like, whoop.
Oh, look at this dirt, these berms. All right, there's the tabletop. Let's go do that. But actually, look at these berms, tasty. Oh. Let's go slap them. So cool. All right, always miss this tabletop. We missed it last time. Let's see. Oh, tabletop right here. Nice. Man, this place is cool. Last time I was here at BKXC, I rode on my new Trek Top Fuel, and it worked really well. Actually felt really good in the downhill. It's just the geo on it's like perfect for me, you know, on a medium large. I'm 5'10", so I'm in between sizes, and that fits perfect. Ooh, it's slippery. See the black stuff right there, but it's okay. Let it grip. Oh man, these trails are fun. Up this. There's a, yeah, ooh yeah. Don't want to go on the sideways. Oh, these trails are so cool. Look at this stuff. All right, I went off trail there for a sec, but it's okay. Get back on this way. And what I like about the Signal Peak and the active suspension, feels so much more planted on the ground. Little jumps. Oh man, these trails are so fun. Hard to find with all this growth. This is where I blew out my back rim right here. My top fuel. I think I'm supposed to go right here now. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. I don't have this trail yet. Whoa. It's so cool. I love this place. Oh, you could have popped up on that. Beep. So good. I've done this already. Cool thing is, you don't need a really slack bike to do all this stuff. So impressed by it. 67 degrees. All right, go it that way already. Let's go this way. Oh, your bike goes perfectly fine here. I mean, granted, there's nothing too steep. A couple steep rollers here and there, but nothing crazy. Feels so good. All right, found one. This looks like a descent to me. Where the trail goes out. See it now. Oh, that's steep. Sick. Oh, I haven't done this one. Oh yeah, a little drop. All right, where does the trail go? Let's see. I think you punch up this thing, or you can go to the right. That was pretty cool. Oh, it's slippery, wet, and mossy. Ooh. Oh boy, this is dangerous right here. Don't slide off the rock. All right. Ooh. All right, a little XC in. Whoa. Ooh, little bridge there. Kind of go this way, I guess. What is this? Ooh, look at this little gap here. It's pretty big actually. As we find our way back to the car, let's, looks like a trail. Oh, steep. Let's talk about how this Signal Peak climbs, descends, who's this bike for, and why would you buy this bike over other short travel trail bikes or down country? So Signal Peak, really good climber, 150 millimeters of travel, even as a horse link, feels pretty sporty, very energetic, especially putting that volume spacer in there. This guy just kind of woke up the bike. It's still a really planted short travel bike. Do you ping it off big rocks? Of course, but who cares? You just jump over most of them. Heck yeah. Hopefully that was the right way. Descending on it. Actually, let's talk about pedaling through the flats on the Signal Peak. This thing's just fun, man. Really good in the tight up and down trails. Nice steep head tube angle. Makes the steering super snappy. And I actually like jumping with the steeper head tube angle. I feel like I'm in more control of the bike. It feels really good in the tight, more XC trails, of course. But with that being said, this thing is still party. Back end has plenty of traction, feels a little bit more planted than my top fuel. A little less pop, even though I put a larger volume spacer in it. A really comfortable bike. I'm 5'10", the size large just fits. Here's a 40 mil stem on here. If it was any longer, it'd probably be too long for me, the top tube. But I scooted the seat up on its rails to kind of resemble a steep seat tube angle, and it worked. So how does this compare to my own bike, the Trek Top Fuel? Same category, 120 fork, 120 back. My version is kind of pimped out, I'm not gonna lie. And it's a little built for more aggressive riding, which you'll see on a future video. So stay tuned for that. But the Top Fuel climbs better, feels a little more energetic, and the Geo on it, having a medium large makes a big difference for me. I'm not a big fan of too large bikes now, and I'm not keen on small bikes, so I just want the Goldilocks bike with the right size, and the Top Fuel is perfect. Just enough travel to get me out of trouble, not too much travel where I'm just pedaling a big beast around. Really good for where I live, and this bike is too, but this is more on the XC side on the spectrum, believe it or not. The Top Fuel is more just trail bike. So if you're a guy who wants to do the occasional XC race still, you can swap the shock and the fork to 100 millimeter travel and put some lightweight tires on it. You got an XC rig, or you just run it how it is. It's still pretty damn efficient. The Signal Peak, that is. So with that, who's this bike for? I think it's for like the everyday rider. Person who wants to get out after work and just rip like 15 miles, really quickly, no matter what kind of trail it is. Frame, it's pretty stout, put a couple 100 miles on this frame and not a blemish on it. And super light. Still, bike feels actually lighter than my Top Fuel, even though they weigh about the same. Really good bike. Guys, check it out. Leave any questions in the comments below, and I'll make sure I get back to you. And hopefully I can get back to my car. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.